This video is all about how to get the grid on the paper. We have already got the grid with the help of grid maker on our picture. Now I'm just seeing how many rows are there. On counting the number of rows and the columns, I got the number. There are 10 columns and there are around 15 rows. Though because the grid is labeled, we can easily check the number and get the number of rows and the columns. Now if I am considering one square of that grid to be 1 centimeter, then the total length becomes around 10 by 15, that is 10 centimeter for the columns and 15 centimeter for the rows. If I increase the number by 2 centimeter, I'm just simply multiplying it. So I'll get 30 centimeter as the columns length vertical and around 20 centimeter as the horizontal line for the rows. After getting this dimension, I'm simply checking whether I will be able to place 20 and 30 on my paper or not. On checking, I'm seeing that a lot of paper is still left and I can utilize it further. For that, simply I'm going to increase the dimension by 2.5 centimeters and we'll check again. After multiplying it, the number of column and rows I get is 25 and 37.5. Now again I will recheck whether this dimension is fitting perfectly on my paper or not. On placing it, I realize that it is fitting perfectly and the little space which is getting left, I'm going to utilize that space for the margins. Normally, I always keep around 2 centimeter of margin on my artwork on all sides, but if the paper is short, you can go for 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, depending whatever is your requirement. In this paper, I can easily fit in 4 centimeter, that is 2 centimeter on each side. So after getting this dimension, I will add 4 centimeter to it and will get the final length and the final width. So on adding 4 centimeter to 25, I'm getting around 29 centimeters. And when I'll add 4 centimeter to my 37.5, I'm getting around, say, 41.5 centimeters. After getting the final dimension, I'm going to again mark this dimension on the paper. Why I'm doing so is because this dimension might be around 0.5 or say 0.7 centimeter shorter than the actual length of the paper. If you're not marking it, then your grid might go wrong, because on marking the 2.5 centimeter square, even if 0.1 or 0.3 of the paper is extra and you are not considering that, your entire grid can go wrong and minute mistake will get enlarged when you're doing any picture 2.5 centimeter bigger than the actual size. So your mistakes also gets enlarged. To start, I'm going to mark the 2 centimeter border first and then start placing my 2.5 centimeter square to complete my grid. This is very important. If you are not doing so, then again your grid might go wrong. So mark your 2 centimeter on two sides to start with. That will always help you in marking your grid properly. Once you have marked the 2 centimeter border on two sides, I'll tell you a very quick and an easy hack for our calculations. Since we are planning to keep the square as 2.5 centimeter, I'm quickly calculate the multiplier of 2.5 centimeter so that when I'm doing my marking, it makes my life easy. So if you see, I'm taking out a kind of a table of 2.5 centimeters so that when I'm doing my marking, I just have to see the number like 5, 7.5, 10, then 12.5. So like that, you can calculate the remaining numbers till your actual length comes, that is 25 or 37.5. So that way you are just looking at these numbers rather than doing the calculation and rather than being very conscious about your marking. So this makes our life very easy when we are marking the grid on the paper. We'll start now marking the dimensions on the paper. Now see, I'm simply looking at my calculated number and marking it on my paper with the help of the scale. So I don't have to keep in mind that 2.5 and then again what 2.5 will come as. So whatever we have calculated, I'm just marking like 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, 15. This is how I'm going to mark on both the sides of the paper, rather on all four sides. Similarly, we are going to place our markings, keeping in mind that each and every square is 2.5 centimeter in dimension. After marking my 2.5 centimeter on the paper, I'm simply connecting my dots so that I get a perfect grid. This I'm connecting both horizontally and vertically. Once my grid is done, I'm labeling it as per the labels on the picture. Your labels should perfectly match with the labels on the grid on the picture. If it is not matching, again your dimensions and your entire picture can go wrong. So you need to mark it very carefully. Also be mindful that the pencil which you're using is very light. You can go with a normal HB pencil because eventually all these grids needs to be rubbed later. As we will progress with our sketch and the final shading, you will get to know that why it is important to use our pencil very lightly so that when you are doing your sketch and shading, you are not getting the marks of the grid.